Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, beautiful, bountiful, Ascension Star family, my divinity to yours. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. I thank you for your love light, your support, your likes, your shares, your hearted comments, your appreciation and participation in our Unite for Light, of light, for light and from light. To template paradise to people and planet in this great and grand shift and uplift into higher consciousness, 5D consciousness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. July 2nd, 2024, 278-17-8. The energy of infinity, the energy of the 8th year 2024, the energy of the coming August. The energy reminding us that paradise is ours and we can and will experience it on earth. If we continue to hold the mindset of all the negative things that is happening, very much an illusion to our reality, then we will continue to magnify it. It is our superpower of the light that we possess, that we are created from, that is freely available to us to utilize, to diminish the dark, to extinguish it. So what are we waiting for? Why are we waiting? What is happening around us is a reminder of what we want to end. So why do we continue to fuel the fire, the rage, the war, the negativity by submitting to this dark control? Take back your power. It is yours. It was never taken from you. You freely gave it. We freely gave it over lifetimes. Because we act out of fear and ignorance. And because we are led to believe that we are lesser of ourselves, that we are undeserving, unworthy, that we are sinners and slaves. Release that pattern. Release those controls. Cut all the ties, the puppet strings. I teach you how to do this in the different parts of the 3D matrix into 5D. I've brought the Archangel Michael series teaching you how to cut cords and release from your mental, emotional, physical bodies all your pain and suffering. I teach you how to empower yourselves through protective techniques and methods, and I have taught how to help extinguish the darkness, to become the avatars of light, to be who you rightfully are. If you're new, it is definitely worth your listening to and practicing and participating. If you feel that you are much advanced to that, then I bless you to teach me and others. Many things that we have tried over lifetimes, are not working now. Many things that we have tried, even I in my much earlier years of learning different methods and techniques, do not apply anymore in the frequency that we learned it, because that frequency no longer is supported with increasing vibrations. That what is happening in the currency of energy is what matters. So certain techniques will not quite fit or fill. It's like trying to put a key through a lock that you do know is for that lock, but there is grime on the inside that key doesn't slot in properly, and you've got to use a little bit of force. Or you take it out and you clean it and you re-grease it or oil it, lubricate it, and you find that the key slips in very easy. The same key, the same lock, a different technique, a different energy, a different vibration. And that is what it's about. You having to continually clean up, clear up, so that you can gear up. So let this be a reminder when you're losing faith and hope that nothing is going as planned. Everything is as it is meant to be. And you and I are the keys to those locks. Keep yourself clean. Keep yourself pristine. And let the light, with all your might, unite in our fight. And so it is. I am reading now on an update, as an update on Princess Anne's health, her condition, her energy. As many of you have asked how she is she still with us? Has the worst case scenario taken place? And I have consulted with Spirit over a few days, and I keep getting the same message that she is still very much here. Her copy has been disposed of. An attempt has taken place, clearly we understand that, and that is or has been unsuccessful. It went out as a warning, hoping for the worst case scenario, but that is at this point a case of unsuccess. But it sent a very strong warning out to her that has created a lot of suspicion, and she seems to understand what is happening. She is recovering from that, and of course extremely cautious and fearful, and has her suspicions about who and what has taken place. And of course at this time she and her family are keeping a low profile. So I wish to read firstly on how she's doing at this time and anything she wishes to share, and in the second deck what her suspicions are surrounding the incident. So Spirit Divine, Mother, Father, Sovereign, Supreme, welcome as I invite your energy, invoke your energy, essence and presence into our space to connect and protect us and bring clear messages, answers and wisdom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Covering myself, our beautiful Ascension channel, and our star family in your warm embrace, your divine grace. And so it is. Five of Swords, the fight, the battle, the struggle, the one that placed the attack. right? That was in the shadows. That she does have knowledge of. The one eye showing that it happened quickly, that she was not meant to see much, know much, remember much, but she has partial awareness. She, the star of the show, being who she is, having worked so hard, for what? A very big system, shining the light, being consistent. Deceived. They are now interfering with her nest, her life, her home, right? What she held dear. Doing what? Changing time, changing her life, altering situations. The date of the incident was the 23rd, which was the 5, but the collective vibration became a 10, a 19, 10. There's our 10. The Chariot, 7th month energy. Things will be moving very slowly, progressing very slowly, but it's the second time I heard a vehicle rush down this road, and I live on a cul-de-sac, 2 houses away from the cul-de-sac, and I have vacant property on either side, a lot of recreation. So it's a very quiet road, but this is the second time a heavy-duty vehicle has rushed down. So something heavy, something big is coming in the 7th month. We have a wheel, but we have a tire. What appears to be a tire, but it's a snail. So something slow, but will be moving quickly, right? Possibly an announcement or some energy. And what I just noticed on this card that I've not seen before is in the shadow is a castle. So something will be illuminated with the sunlight over that in the shadows in the 7th month, or in a 7 energy. Devil. 15. Her date of birth, the energy of the trooping. All leading up to her energy. Right? Something's being balanced. Something's being balanced, and it's going to rise, meaning it's going to reach its potential, possibly for an intervention. She's being balanced at this time. What do we do next? What do we do about it? Right? So, 8 of Swords. She's caged at the moment. She's restricted, but she's breathing. The cage is open, but she cannot fly out easily. Her wings are being, you can say to an extent, trapped between the bars. But she can move in her cage, in her home. But she's not allowed to step out. So the question is, how do we announce with her 1 foot in and her 1 foot out? So what we need to know that is unusual, and she's not allowed to speak up, speak out. She is being very quiet at this time. She does not know who to trust. She's afraid to speak, to talk to anyone. At this point, she is fearing everybody in terms of trust, and she's restricting communication. Tell us about her health at this time, Spirit. Strength. She's a Leo, and this is the strength card of a Leo sign. So we're talking about Anne, and she appears trying to be strong and hold up, keep her head up, being held up. Justice, the call for justice, right? She is fighting in her spirit for truth. So she's weighing situations. She's putting things on the scale. She's trying to understand, decipher, connect, seek within herself. But she's calling for justice. Remember, she's an 11 birth path number, which is your justice energy. Strength and justice. Hanged man. This is the situation she is in. A hanged man situation. Awake, aware, but restricted. Seeking and searching. Right, she was the target, the sacrifice. With the zip, I'm being shown that this is how it began. They haven't totally unzipped. It was not successful. But she is in that limbo state of being. She's conscious, she's aware, she's in herself, but she is now, I feel, with the hanged man, pretentious. Right? Let's just leave it as diagnosed, that I don't know much, don't remember much, and not give any indication that I am actually fine. So she's being clever, right? She's being wise here. 3 major arcanas next to each other. 8, 11, and 12. 12 becomes 3. 3 is Empress energy. They have taken an Empress and reversed her energy. Right. Usually an Empress is a younger woman, but nonetheless, you are an Empress. You've had that identity as a woman for many years. King of Swords. At the bottom is the Fool. Continuing foolishness. Right? It's a brand new feeling for her to be in the situation. It is, she says, damning. King of Swords. This is who she used to be. Truth, disciplining, upright, forthright, right, straight-faced, shining the light, keeping it going, upholding the crown. And this is who she's trying to be in her mind and hold that vision for a breakthrough, for the truth, for the justice. These are all power cards. So her health at this time is more mental, holding her strength, her justice, keeping it together. Is there any other message regarding her health? King of Wands. Right, she's beating the drum, and with the drum and the word beat, the heart is beating. Right, she's beating, she's going. Six of Pentacles. She's only giving so much. She will only let on so much, right? So the energy of the Six of Pentacles is sharing, right? Giving, receiving, balancing your scales. If your overabundance must be shared, right? Being generous and kind. So she is holding on to her generosity of energy. She's not giving too much. She's keeping it in. She's only sharing what she wants to share. And she's also concerned about the sharing of wealth. Because she is party to legalities. Right, so that's playing on her mind. King of Wands. King of Wands. She's concerned about a young man or a younger king, a younger male. Four of Cups. Lot of thinking. Lot of thinking. Her emotions are playing up. She's going through a lot emotionally, mentally. She's thinking about, she's going back in her life. She's literally doing a life review. And she knows she doesn't have a lot of time. Six. This card I associate with Harry, being a 15 and being reduced to 6, right? So she's filling her heart with love, forgiveness. She's reflecting. She's thinking about a lot of her not so good things as well and trying to make peace. All right, let's do more. Okay, what else do we have to say? Let's have a look, Spirit. What else do you have to say? One more. Four of Swords. Lots of fours. All right, she's resting. She knows her time is coming. The feathers are dropping. Right? There was an attempt. It's past her. There will be more. She's laying in uncertainty at this time. The number 4 is playing up. So maybe 4 days, on the 4th, 4 weeks, 4 months, possibly an announcement or an energy coming through. But she knows something. So tell us, Spirit, what is Anne suspicious of? Or what are her suspicions about? Who is she suspecting? What does she want to share? But we have Justice. We have another 7. 7 of Wands. The Chariot is a 7. Several attempts, right? Several attempts. She's putting on defense. She knows, right? She's now going to take every step, every breath in suspicion. The Moon. She knows there's snakes around. There are beasts. It's a wilderness out there. Right? She's cautious of a moon energy. The moon rules Cancer. Who's the Cancer? There are many water signs. There are two in mind. Two in mind. The World card, another 3, 21. So there is world, it's going to be world news, some world news. Page of Pentacles. Whoever was offered this money. Queen of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Here's the Queen of Swords. Right, the strike. Two of Pentacles again. Balancing energy. Right, somebody's juggling. They're juggling. She knows she's in the loop. She knows. Let's do one more. Six of Cups. We already have the Six of Cups. Right, reflecting. She's reflecting on her life, the kingdom, how she grew up, who would want to do this, why. So she's going into very deep thought. Right. At the bottom of that, I just noticed is another 6. 6 of Swords. Turbulence. The waters are changing. A different course ahead. So tell us, Divine Spirit, or who is Anne suspecting? What is she thinking? What is she feeling about this incident? Nine of Cups. It's definitely water. It's a Pisces energy. Pisces in Jupiter and Pisces. It is somebody expanding themselves, and it's an expansion of energy, an expansion of emotions, right? So she is very emotional at this time, and it has a lot to do with a lot of water energy, water people, to get their satisfaction. Nine. She says 9. I'm not sure what the 9 is. It could be relevant to time, as in days or weeks or month. I don't think weeks, but maybe month. The Page of Swords, right? So it's possibly a message coming through round about that time, right? Fight. There is a lot of fight going on in the system for power. And as I say that, internal fight, where? In the Hierophant energy, in the institution, the establishment, for power, justice, right? Who wants the most of, who gets what? So she is going through a war at the moment with that internal system to take a lot, possibly, of what is hers as well. The Hierophant is also 5. 5 and 5 is your 10, right? And we have Justice again. So we have 2 energies of justice. This was the bottom card and it has now come out in the reading. So there's a great call. Well, that's the 3rd vehicle that's gone down at such a speed. So I am at my wit's end to know something is happening very quickly, strongly. Queen of Cups, Diana. In the end times, Diana will be here. Right? She's also wanting justice. This is also her call for justice. That flipped out. Well, they're saying it's water. It has a lot to do with water. She's restricted. She's tied. She's being watched and monitored. All her movements. All her thoughts. Right? They're keeping a close watch on her. Chariot, 7. July energy. Right? Look at this. An attack. She needs to be careful. And possibly a success to that attack, because this is the Ace of Swords. Right, it is a weapon in someone's hand. Five of Pentacles to take her out of the equation, the financial equation. Another 5. So she knows, she's suspecting all of this, and it's been validated that they want her out of the financial equation. In reverse, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is your past, your childhood, your memories, your family. Right? Everything deep-rooted is now being uprooted, wanting to be erased, forgotten. Right? They're taking that away. They want to clear that. And perhaps that includes memory. It is somebody's, it's a group. Right? It is a celebration for 3 people. 3 or more. 2 or more. But it's a group effort. The royal family. Right? She's part of it, and an insider. Many. King of Pentacles. They want it all. Devil. And dark magic. With the devil and the magician, it is dark magic. With the devil and the magician, it is dark magic. So this is the plan. For someone to gain all the wealth. The king, the 10 of Pentacles, the royal wealth. Right, so she needs to be taken out from the equation. With the 5 of Pentacles, leave her with nothing. There's a group involved to do this. She's aware of it. She's aware of it. But there's very little she can do. Is there anything else, Spirit? We leave it here for now. Thank you. Family of light, it does not look good. What I see is just a temporary measure. But again, I say, all we do is utilize light to bring justice. And in this process of justice, there will always be those that will be sacrificed. But remember, no sacrifice goes in vain. It is teaching humanity lessons. These repetitions are there as clear pictures in our and within our sight to tell us, if you didn't pay attention to lesson number 1, we are now repeating the lesson. It's like in school. If you didn't understand something, you go back to your teacher and say, please explain. Please show me again. Please tell me how. Please help me. And what happens? There is repetition. And when you have an entire class that doesn't understand it, it will be repeated as many times as needed for the majority to get it. And who doesn't will be left behind or make an effort to learn from the other. And this is exactly the classroom of school, played out on earth. In reality, it is pointed out, it is there. The masses need to wake up, and they need our help to do that. Use your light, your superpower, to protect yourselves and your family. Remember, your journey is individual. We are in collective for support, for help. But our journey does not depend on another's approval, validation, justification. Who joins us in light will be victorious. In that process of helping others, you are balancing your own karma. You clear your own karma because you then become a beacon to others and for others. You are in service of divine work. And when we send love and light to others instead of labeling and judging and criticizing, as much as we are different and being criticized and judged and attacked, do not diminish your light. It is hurtful, and I know that. I have felt it. But I keep reminding myself, I keep resurrecting and saying, if divine masters of light have been here to do these works, these assignments, to uphold the justice, and they have been sacrificed, they have done it not in vain, but for the greater good of the ones that will use that example and follow by their lead to uphold the very same justice for others. It's only when there is tragedy that we wake up and shake up. If you read a book and it says, please be good and kind, oh, well, yes, and you close the book and off you go. You forget to do that, to practice it. But when you see a tragedy, it becomes alarming, and then you pay attention. And that is natural with humanity, that you have to have a war, a fight, a conflict, a tragedy, a crisis in which to get someone's attention. And that is what is happening. And because the majority are in denial, are zombified by frequencies of mind control, they cannot see through the curtain, through the veil. It is thick, it is heavy. Many of us here have done work to clear, but we have to be consistent. You cannot clean up one time and believe that it will forever stay clean. You've got to go and re-clean regularly to keep it maintained, and that's what it is about. If the dark is thrusting in our face, in our life, their darkness, daily, consistently, we must push back. We must take our torch of light and shine it back and say, I don't accept it, and I give you love and light. You either take it and transform, or you leave and disappear. It is simple. That's your instruction. But if we keep on facing our problems as problems, then we magnify it. Then we move from the light team to the dark team. We become absorbed, and that is what the dark is doing. It's showing you that the light will fail, that the light doesn't exist. Divinity is just false. It's in your head. We are going crazy thinking and believing. Join us. This is the truth. We are showing it through mainstream. That is what you must believe. I say to you, being different is being powerful. And you have a choice in what you choose. To be the game changer or not. I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next. Well, there's number 4. And that's very loud. And that is Spirit getting your attention. Right, that tire, that is a snail that looked like a tire, as the wheel on the card we saw, is reminding us to pick up speed. We cannot be moving at snail pace. Right, we must hold the reins and drive. And with that, I love you, I bless you, I thank you. Till next.